So how do we expect that money to be tied without a requisition? My issue, Chair, before you came in, are we doing timely requisitions? For instance, Speaker, when the members were demonstrating, that same day, the Assembly released requisitions amounting to 400 million at a go. Same week. I'm sure most of you have responded to that. The Chair, Welfare.
Honorable Minority Whip.
Yeah, and therefore, that's why,
with due respect.
Okay, let me finish, Speaker. That's why,
order, Honorable Whip, please. Just take your seat.
Okay, Speaker, let me finish.
Kindly take your seat. Kindly take your seat. Be seated. Honorable Whip, please be seated. Can you sit? I don't want you to mislead this house. Kindly sit. I'm not misleading anyone. Kindly, Sergeant Astam, assist the whip to sit down. Be seated, whip. Honorable members, we need to be very honest. I don't want a member to mislead this house. I've got the history of this house and every action of every member of this house. There are some of members who are here who wants to articulate issues just to be seen as speaking on behalf of the members. And the same members are the people who are giving me trouble when I call for a meeting. I don't expect a member to come here and mislead the Assembly in the pretext that they are here to help. But at the same time, I can ask a simple question. Sometime last year when I called for a meeting between the executive and my office, there are members who deliberately came to my office to protect the executive. They came and sat throughout the meeting.
Speaker, we know them.
There are members here who are quoted as saying, we are for the executive.
Traitors, we know them, Speaker.
And at that point, I was trying to come to terms and understand why our requisitions. You don't just come here and say that requisitions of 400 million. We have pending requisitions which were signed by one Martha. If you go and ask the new person in the work plan, she will tell you how many work plans which were signed by Martha from the Assembly.
Now you are the Speaker now.
Honorable members, we cannot entertain the attitude of crossing in between whatever we call it. What do we call it? That office at yes. We can't allow that to happen. Honorable members, as we have indicated, we had a meeting. And I can tell you it is not business as usual. Out of our meeting, we are somewhere today. We have actually been in consultation. We have been in brief with the Sospita. Even today, we have got requisitions which were released. Today alone, they have released up to about 4 or 6 requisitions. The issue of priority does not apply in this case. The Constitution is very clear how the Assembly and the Executive is supposed to share. Our problem lies at the point of CRF, where now the CRF account, County Revenue Funds account, At that point when you are now supposed to release monies, you decide which money to release and which one not to release. It is not the clerk. It is not the speaker. I don't release from A, I don't release from B, I don't release from C. We have requisitions which were requested around October, up to now. The last time my office received office imprest is last year, October. Office imprest, last year, October. Then you come ask the plenary about what is happening. Honorable members, we must be honest to ourselves. I must say amongst us, there are members here who does not have the interest of other members. Yes. It must be plainly stated that the clerk has always been up to the task of making sure. We had a meeting and agreed that every month the executive must release money to the assemblies. Today as we speak, we have not received 2 months' salary. As we speak now, members are not going even to get their salaries. Whose fault? You want to tell me the clerk has not requested for the salaries of members? You want to tell me that? We can't be having a CRSF account which has pending requisitions by the side. Immediately money, on source revenue hits the account, it's released in a hander. It's released in a hander. When the clerk, because you can imagine, how many times does the clerk crisscross between the assembly and the executive? Just pleading, begging for the assembly monies to be released. How many meetings are we going to have with the executive so that they release the money? So, honorable members, I've actually, before then, had indicated that tomorrow I'll bring the assembly up to the speed to tell the assembly the status of our monies and the projection and what we intend to achieve. Because I've told you it is not going to be business as usual. Each and every member here in this assembly, each and every member here in this assembly, if you have your own interest, please don't bring it into the business of the assembly. You are free to be a friend, you are free to request for help from the office of the governor, it's okay. But please, when the issues of the assembly is mentioned, yes, you are supposed to stand by the assembly. You are supposed to stand by the assembly. You don't come here to start passing blame games for no apparent reason, and when you know correctly that what you are saying is not true. What Mheshimiwa Chege is saying is very true and factual. Let the monies of the assemblies be promptly given to the assembly. There is no question about it. And honorable members, I want to state here clearly that we have the CFSP. Until our monies are given out, because I don't want to transact a budget which has no meaning to this assembly. You get what I'm saying? Yes. And that is the position. That is the position. I'm going to make an official communication to the executive that going forward, honorable members, we need the dignity we deserve. So I'm directing the House. Don't pour your hunger. We must manage this situation once and for all. We must bring the understanding. The people who are sitting in the offices, who are supposed to do what is required of them, must do it. They must do it. Munanipata members? It is good that we had actually postponed the CFSP. We gave them some extension, but in between, yes, there is a goodwill. They have released our monies, but you can imagine the office of the Deputy Speaker is closed. The office of Honorable Nixon Juma is to be auctioned. And those are the Honorable, yes, Mtumisi, yes. So now, there are many. I'm glad to announce that we have complied. We have at least we received the money for LAP fund, the 28 million. So the contribution of members is up to date as we are here today. But that is not enough. That is not enough. Honorable members, let's rest that debate. We are really doing something about it. I won't want a situation where, Honorable Alai, you have a burning issue. Please, kindly Alai. Yeah? Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, thank you, Mr. Speaker, for taking up the issue of the welfare of the members. But I think that we need to blame ourselves for leaving the work of oversight and thinking that we can be good boys to the executive. I think that we need to stay on the lane of oversight, and strictly that. We have let some of the worst injustices happen to Nairobians on this floor of the House. There are pieces of land which belongs to the county, which lawyers have won for us. The lawyers who have won for us court cases, like in the Kayole situations, have been punished. The court even ordered the person who claimed the piece of land to pay us 80 million. But we allowed residents to be evicted. The Pangani Jivanji issue, we allowed Dishina County without a legal framework. The law does not depend on the benevolence of a governor. The law depends on the law. Sharia. We even went to a funeral of a colleague, Sergeant Osoi, and promised the relatives that we will employ one of them. Up to now, we employed so many here. The relatives of Sergeant Osoi, we never employed anybody. I beg you, Mr. Speaker, this House, let's not blame the executive, let's not blame, it is us. We have to stay on the lane of oversight. We have to check on every matter coming up. When we come to park and ask hard questions, we need not to be removed from park. We need not to be punished for anything. If we stick on the line of oversight, there are members here who are called specially elected. Yes. They have dues, office interest. Pay it to them. Pay it to them. Don't fear that they will compete with a lie. A lie, if anybody competes with a lie and defeats a lie, is a choice of Kileleshwa people. Well and good. But don't punish a member not giving them office interest because watashinda those who are elected.
Now that you have said about the office interest for the special elect, Honorable Alai, we have members who does not want the special elect to have offices in their wards. Yes. So in that case,
Honorable Speaker.
Yes.
Nairobi is so big. If there's an specially elected person in Madare who is not wanted there, bring them to Kileleshwa.
But you see now, honorable members, the law only requires that the offices of the special elects be within the areas they were nominated from. But
Okay.
I hope it's not a threat to anyone. Honorable Alai, proceed.
It's not a threat to anybody. But
And again, Honorable Alai, I'm here to announce that up to last week, we have paid office interest for special elect about 22. So we are left with about 19.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. So, Honorable Speaker, I urge you, I beg you, that let's return this House to the work of oversight and making laws. How many bills are pending? Why do we have so many bills are pending? Why do we give priority? Why do you give priority to other things and not sponsoring the drafting of bills in this assembly, Honorable Speaker? Why don't we hire competent legal assistants to help us draft proper bills, or we contract? Honorable Speaker, I beg that we go back to the work of oversight. There is a senior member, I don't want to mention names because I don't want to bring, who told the governor, in the presence of a good number of us here, not to make payment for WDF because it's not a priority now. I can tell you, Honorable Speaker, it happens in the presence of the most senior members in this, and they all cheered. And they said that you need not to make, and from thence on, the governor has never seen the sense to sign any WDF payments.
But Honorable Alai, you will be doing a lot of injustice to this assembly if such a member cannot be named.
Honorable Speaker, I ask you to urge all the leadership, the whole leadership, to come here tomorrow, so that it is not turned into a rumor, so that I mention them by name, because it's part of the leadership. Honorable Speaker.
So now, we are our own enemies. Honorable Atito. Honorable members, after Atito, then Mofire, and then we conclude. Okay. Aye. Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. Thanks for giving me opportunity to speak about this matter. While members are going through these experiences we are getting on the floor, there is this issue. There is this project that I was running. You remember the CBS project. This thing, when it started, some of our members here thought it was just a kipindi. It was real. And it has been running for the last 2 years. When we started this thing, it came to others, you okayed. We went and briefed the governor, who also okayed. Then I was proposed to be the secretary to connect the House with this project. Now, Mr. Speaker, the reason why I've decided to come and share this issue with these members here is that this project, now the buses are ready. The buses were launched almost.
Honorable Atito, that is supposed to be for the informal session. That is supposed to be an informal session. Please, kindly. It's supposed to be an informal.
This is a welfare issue, yeah, Mr. Speaker. It's a welfare.
Order, Mr. Tito. What I can only order members. What I can only communicate, Honorable Tito. What I can only communicate and advise you, as we adjourn for the next sitting, I would request members to remain behind so that you can brief them on the update. Yes. Sospita? Try to light.
Okay. Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I begin by appreciating your office for seeing it wise for us to have this discussion. Number two, allow me also to appreciate honorable members for coming out to reclaim your position and reclaim your right. For those who gathered, the courage and confidence to confront the various offices that you visited, that is the COB and the governor, and the various offices that we visited, including the clerk's office. We know it has not been easy. So I say a big thank you to you. Number three, allow me also to appreciate the office of the Speaker, as he has mentioned, that we've had a back and forth kind of conversation, because as the welfare chair, however, I'm here to be adopted in the House, because this position was given, behind the doors of the Assembly. So I'm looking forward to when we will adopt and have a well-regularized, or rather a legit welfare office. So we are looking forward to that. Honorable Speaker, allow me, without recapitulating much of what has been said by my fellow colleagues, that when you see members coming together and deciding to take the bull by its horn, it's because, Honorable Speakers, we feel that our leaders, the people who are elected to serve us, to look into our welfare, to look into our interest, have failed us in a way. And that's why, Honorable Speaker, we had to come out of our comfort zone, because there has been this back and forth that the clerk, the executive, the COB, and we said, okay, well and good, why can't we visit these offices and get to know the reality of the matter? So, Honorable Speaker, number one, allow me to say this, there has been a disconnect between the leadership. The leadership has not been working as one, and this is expected, Honorable Speaker. Allow me to say this. It is expected in any other space, or like any other space, because people have different interests, and that is acceptable. But when we sit here as honorable members, Honorable Speaker, our interest is welfare, is what is duly ours as per the law. That's what we are concerned about as members. And Honorable Speaker, with your office, because I feel your office and the clerk's office are mandated by the law to look into the welfare of these honorable members. And Honorable Speaker, personally, and I believe, picking or rather looking at the spirit that is in this assembly, there's no doubt that we are ready to rally behind any leader who is there to support our welfare and to ensure that that which is solely ours is given back to us. So, Honorable Speaker, we are in a political field. We know politics play around, even in the Assembly, on the other side, but that is not our business, Honorable Speaker. Please assume your responsibility. I'm not saying that you've not been playing your role, but Honorable Speaker, we are behind you and we are looking forward to your guidance as one who is mandated by the law to take charge of the Assembly. So, Honorable Speaker, I know it is not easy. I've tested it as a welfare chair, kidogo, that even getting a list, of the beneficiaries of the office interest, sometimes it's not been easy. And I know with your guidance, Honorable Speaker, and as you've stated, that things are not going to run the way they used to be. Because we cannot continue doing the things the same way and expect different results. So, Honorable Speaker, we want to assure you, as members of the Third Assembly, that we are here to reclaim our position and execute our mandate as declared, or rather as outlined in the Constitution. And allow me to end by saying this, Honorable Speaker, that where we are, there was a demonstration in my area. And Honorable Speaker, even picking up a call, when residents are rioting because of lack of services or service delivery from the county, by the law, my mandate is representation, is ensuring that the concerns of the public get to the relevant desk at the county government. And Honorable Speaker, when it comes to responding to the various concerns, talk about roads, talk about street lights, talk about drainages, and so on. It is a prerogative, or rather it is under the mandate of the executive to update my members what they are doing about the issues that have escalated to them. So, Honorable Speaker, today, calling a chief officer is a problem. A CEC engaging us is a problem, Honorable Speaker. And we cannot continue to run Nairobi this way. Yet we have that power. So allow me to end there and say that we are behind you and we are ready to take the bull by its horn. Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you. Honorable Rex, and then the last Honorable Mofai.
Yes. Good afternoon, everyone. Honorable Speaker, thank you very much for noticing me and giving me this time to, first of all, to echo on your statements. And for the first time, I feel like this is Kennedy Okeyo Ngondi, the one that I gave my votes with using this card. If you can remember this card, I gave you my vote with this card. Honorable members, wale wa ODM mnakumbuka hii card. Today, I don't know how I came with this card to Bunge, but today I feel this is the man I knew in 2009. Honorable Speaker, you are our godfather in this assembly. Honorable Speaker, we have suffered. We have suffered, and you are the only godfather that we have in this assembly. And I came in a bit late, and I found members contributing in the welfare of the members, and I felt that I came in at the right time to make my contribution. Honorable Speaker, every member you see in this house relies on you. You have been serving us as Kennedy Ngondi, but you missed the name of Okeyo. Kennedy Okeyo Ngondi is someone I have known for many years who fights for people's rights. And this assembly has only 124 members, and you've served more than thousands of people, but we have been suffering in silence, Mr. Speaker. For the first time, what you have said today, I feel very strong, I feel energized in contributing in this assembly and asking you, Honorable Speaker, please take care of these members. Don't go down in history with the people who are oppressing the members of this assembly. Tafadhali, do not go down with the history of the people who are oppressing this assembly. This assembly, people are really suffering. We are serving public offices. Why is information very hard to find? Why is it that every time you want to get information in this county assembly, this other assembly, why is it so hard to know what has been paid and what has not been paid? We are serving a public office, for God's sake. Why is it so hard to get this information? Why are some of the members coming here to mislead members? What is the problem with, why are we so selfish? Why can't we even take care of members who have, even if they are special elects? Give them what is right that is theirs. That is laid in the Constitution. These people are supposed to pay their offices. These people are supposed to be paid salaries. Why are you denying what is rightfully theirs, that they are elected? Whether elected, whether special elect. Why are you denying them their rights? Contractors have worked. You have not paid contractors, I don't know for how many years. Even right now we have the WDF that is coming up. Contractors do not even want to apply for the jobs. What are we going to tell our people? You do not want to give us bursaries. What are we going to give our people? Mr. Speaker, I can speak until tomorrow, but I think my point is home. Do not go down in history with the regime, with the people or whoever that is going down. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Honorable Mofai.
Okay, thank you, Honorable Speaker, for giving me this chance to say something concerning the agenda, today's agenda. What I was trying to say, Honorable Speaker, is that what is affecting this House, and it is very dangerous, it is fear. Fear. Somebody is fearing, and some honorable members also, they are pretenders. Honorable Speaker, you remember when we had a meeting in Naivasha, and we had prepared something, and it was very effective. If we can come here and have a special sitting here, Kamukunji, SLS Kamukunji, we had to come out with a process that could not fail us as we see today. Also, Honorable Speaker, and it is, let me say that without fear of contradiction, is that this assembly and the entire county is captured by the unknown. It is captured. If you are not going to rescue this county, we are doing nothing. Because on the matter development, that come like World Development Fund, it is not paid. And the reason why it is not paid, they are paying something, let me say illegal and whatever, because I was reading some members at the COB. Honorable Speaker, I was reading them. Because before, in the second assembly, I also went to COB. It is some honorable members who are here. And when we went there, everything was opened. And I think even Mheshimiwa Deputy Speaker knew what we did at that time. Yes. So now I'm saying about world development. If world development is not going to be paid, Honorable Speaker, no development is going to happen in our wards. We are doing nothing. And with the 5 years to come, all of us, we shall be home.
Honorable Member, just before you conclude, just for as a point of information,
yes, Honorable.
Today I was told by the COB they had released 284 million for the World Fund. And there is a requisition, three requisitions on the World Fund and development, which came back with comments. And they have worked on the comments. They were returned today to the COB. So 284 million has already been approved. It's in Form B. Now it needs to go to the central bank for payment.
Okay, Honorable Speaker, thank you very much. Before I wind up, I said we have fear in this assembly. That fear is coming because we are not together, Honorable Speaker. And today I'm very happy man, and I said sleep well today because you have come out and said you shall take the bull with me. And also, you have said you shall cut the bull because here, we not come here in this assembly and you are sworn me.
Is it a point of order?
No. Honorable Speaker.
Do you want to be informed?
No, I don't want the Honorable Speaker because what I am saying.
Okay, proceed.
What I am saying. No, let me finish first, then you shall be given your time. What I am trying to say here before I forgot. Honorable Speaker, here we don't want to be liked or to be friends. We want to do our part of doing our oversight to the people because we don't want to be loved by anybody. Honorable Speaker, going forward. Honorable Speaker.
Yes, proceed.
Going forward, because you have shown us that now we must wake up. Let us work together, and if we come here that we are passing any bill concerning finance, let me try, let me finish. Then okay. As I wind up, Honorable Speaker, I will let the Honorable
inform me.
Honorable
Heo, you can inform the House.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and equally thank you, Senior Member Mheshimiwa Jeremiah. The point of information, Mr. Speaker, that I was to relate to your table and to the table of Mheshimiwa Mofaya is what I think you have been briefed by Mheshimiwa Akama. So I can donate my 2 minutes to Mheshimiwa Akama, kindly.
Mheshimiwa Akama, do you have information different from what I've communicated? Please.
The light is here, too far.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. And I must say that, Honorable Speaker, today you made me very proud. And I must say that I feel very happy that
kindly proceed.
I was just saying, I wish Honorable Rex can give me the opportunity to really congratulate you. Today you made me proud, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, the information I have, and I wish the Vice Chair for WDF was here, because last Friday we made it a task on behalf of the members here to really do a serious follow-up of the WDF. Honorable Speaker, we went up to the COB, the one station here at the City Hall.
That is today?
No, on Friday.
Oh, Friday.
So what we found was that already there is around 10 companies which were already submitted at the COB. And I want to indicate that that's the 200 and something you're talking about.
284 million.
284 million. But Honorable Speaker, equally, the one with the interest of the members is in that 300 and something. 380 something million, which is still lying at the COB here, Honorable Speaker. Because we realized that the CEO for WDF had made a mistake, that they had not indicated the retaining amounts. You know, there is the retentions. So they were missing, and the COB at the City Hall directed that they rectify that mistake. Honorable Speaker, that is to say...
That is now the comment. It was returned back with a comment.
With a comment. That's to say...
the monies for retention were never captured.
So that has been rectified, Honorable Speaker. The comment has been rectified, and as we speak, the work plan is still lying at the COB. So the favor we are asking, Honorable Speaker, just as the Honorable Member said, the contractors are not taking up new projects. Why? Because of non-payment. So our humble request, Honorable Speaker, is that today you help us ensure that that work plan lying there goes back to the COB, because there is a communication coming.
Honorable members,
there is a communication coming, because let me just finish, Honorable Speaker. There is a communication coming.
Honorable member.
Again, that we've been told that the priority now is not WDF. The priority is bursary, the salary. So we are wondering if it came with the comment, let them just return the work plan, because the comment have been rectified. Then we'll see the rest as far as the salaries are concerned. Honorable Speaker.
Now, members, you can now agree that there is some concurrence on what I've at least communicated earlier on the requisitions. I had spoken to Mayodi, and he indicated that one work plan of 284 is back, but again there are several work plans on development and ward fund. But what we agreed with Mayodi is now, after addressing the issues to do with the comments, I actually had to release back the same to the COB for processing. By the time we were talking with him, he was not in the office, but he had made a commitment that by afternoon, the requisitions which were ready for COB shall be forwarded. So hopefully, I'm certain by tomorrow, I shall be having information on the same to communicate to the honorable members. I'm passionately following this with a lot of concern. So I'll have to give an update on the status of the ward fund tomorrow. Yes. Yes, Honorable Petit.
Lunchtime hours, and the control of budget here at City Hall told us the priority as per now is salary, Mr. Speaker. We were there at lunchtime, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable Member, for that information. Honorable Members, you know we normally have a CRF account, which we don't control. It is under the control of the executive, and there is little we can do when it comes to priority, as was communicated by Honorable Chege. The salary aspect of it covers the entire county government of Nairobi. So when they talk of salary as a priority, then now our hands are tied, because it serves both sides. But now, by tomorrow, I'm very sure I'll have a substantive communication and way forward. What is to be communicated to the members in regard to the ward fund? At what point the ward fund is going to be paid? It is very important. As much as the salaries is important to the members, as well as the ward fund is also important. But I'm certain tomorrow we shall be having a proper position over the same. So let's leave it at that. But I've given a commitment, honorable members, that what has happened before, me as the speaker, I'm not ready to go that route again. Personally, I thought I'm dealing with honest people, but it came out that is not the case. It came out that is not the case. So I have all the reason to put my feet down and to make sure, as the CEO of the Assembly, that which belongs to the Assembly is promptly and timely released and forwarded to the Assembly. I promise that we will not be in this situation again. Thank you, honorable members. Clerk, let's proceed.
Order number 9, motion. Develop a county local tourism policy.
Honorable Perpetua. Okay, the honorable member is not in the house. I didn't receive any communication from the mover of the motion. I direct that the motion be deferred and taken back to the House Business Committee for consideration. Honorable members, we come to the conclusion of the business of the day, and the Assembly now stand adjourned to tomorrow 2:30. I so direct the House Business Committee to sit at the rise of the Assembly. Honorable members, I wish you a peaceful evening. Thank you.